Daisy and the Trouble with Nature. Chapter 1. The trouble with nature is there isn't any. At least there isn't any nature in our new school nature garden. If you ask me, a new school nature garden should be full of nature and garden. There should be leaves and grass and flowers and trees and animals and birds and insects and tadpoles and all kinds of different things for children to look at and stroke. All we've got in our new school nature garden is mud, and all we've got around the mud is bricks. There isn't a fox or a squirrel or a daffodil in sight. There isn't even a flea, and it's already been there for a week. If our new school nature garden had been full of nature, then there is no way I'd be having to write 100 I must not lines on the whiteboard. I'd been outside in the playground with my friends, stroking badgers, which isn't my fault. Build it and they will come, Mr. Copford said during his special nature garden opening speech in the playground a week ago. Gabby got really excited. I got really excited. In fact, our whole school had already been excited for a whole entire week because it had taken that long for the builder to build it. That's the trouble with bricks. Before you can put anything inside them, you have to make them into walls. When the builder first wheeled his wheelbarrow into our playground 2 weeks ago, no one had any idea what he was going to be building, because he wouldn't tell us, because it was a secret. By the end of that week, we still didn't know what he had actually built, even though the brick bits had all been finished and the cement was completely dry. Please tell us what it's going to be, we said. I've been sworn to secrecy, said the builder. If you tell us what it's going to be, we promise we won't tell anyone, we fibbed. Can't do, I'm afraid, said the builder. I'm not allowed to tell. If you tell us what it's going to be, we'll give you a Haribo, we said. Said the builder, though he still ate a Haribo. If you tell us what it's going to be, we'll give you our tennis ball, we said. My lips are sealed, said the builder. That's the trouble with builders. They are really good at keeping secrets, even if you offer them everything you've got. Maybe it's going to be a swimming pool, said Porter Potts. It's far too small to be a swimming pool, I said. Plus, if it was a swimming pool, it would have ladders going down on the inside. Maybe it's a jacuzzi, said Gabby. Imagine if it's going to be a jacuzzi with warm water and bubbles for us to relax in. It would still need a ladder, I said. Maybe it's going to be a detention center, said Jack Beatrice. Maybe they are going to put a big iron grill over the top of the bricks with a lift-up iron door and a massive padlock, so when any of us gets detention, instead of having to stay in class during break time, we get thrown into the brick pit instead, a bit like a prison or a dungeon. Only in a playground instead of a castle, said Harry. With torture instruments included, said Colin. And live rats, said Jack Beatrice. When everyone arrived back at school after the weekend, it was even harder to tell what had been built for us, because the builder wasn't there anymore. Plus there were 2 big sheets covering up the bricks. There's going to be an unveiling ceremony after morning assembly, said Barry Morley. What's an unveiling ceremony? I asked. It's when the sheets get pulled off, said Gabby, and everyone gets to see what the builder has actually built for us. Lots of children, including me and Gabby, wanted to have a peep under the sheets before the unveiling ceremony, but we couldn't because the sheets were being guarded by a teacher at each end. The trouble with sheets being guarded by a teacher at each end is everyone had no choice but to wait and wait and wait and wait. Maybe it's a sand pit, said Daniel McNichol. Schools aren't allowed sand pits anymore, said Sanjay Lepore, because cats do pools in them. Maybe it's a ball pool, said Vicky Carroll. Ball pools are for babies, said Jack Beatrice. Only infant schools would want a ball pool in their playground. I love ball pools, said Gabby. Me too, I agreed. So did everyone, actually, including Colin and Harry. They were just too much on Jack's side to admit it. We'll find out after morning assembly, said Barry Morley. After assembly, all will definitely be revealed.